Hello and welcome to another edition of Workforce Water Cooler. I'm Leslie. Joining me is Brian, and we have a couple special guests we're excited to share with you. Brian is the man on the street right now. You're at the KATI campus. Is that right, Brian?
That's right. We have an exciting job fair going on here that just launched a few moments ago and found a job seeker who is sort of known to our workforce. And so we want to introduce her and let her talk a little bit about what brought her out here today. So Dulce, we've got a relationship with you. How?
I am a student at the Coders program.
Yeah, so she's in the Commonwealth Coders program.
That is awesome. And hey, guess what? We just launched a brand new Commonwealth Coders website today.
Yeah, you have to check it out.
I have to check it out.
Yes.
It's very fancy.
So yes, we're here at, I should have said Sky CTC at the KATI campus, which houses several academic departments and degree programs. And so Matt Bacon, who's been on our staff as the director of post-secondary programming, has had very intentional job fairs going on throughout the semester where we've tried to link students from various degree programs to employers that acknowledge those degrees that they're completing and in the works to get. So today, and the reason that Dulce came is because the IT programs are one of the several ones that are going to be featured here with the employers that are looking to fill positions that they have.
So this sounds like it was an ideal opportunity for you, and as far as someone that can speak to different programs, we couldn't have asked for a better person to do that. So what brought you to the event today?
Well, I was looking for when was the next job fair, and Matt helped me out, and he informed me that this was happening, and then they were actually seeking for what I was looking for, which is web development or informatics and systems. So I had to come. I cannot let it pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's key. There are so many opportunities out there. Sometimes it's just overwhelming, like where do I go? But this sounds like this particular event was right up your alley. And have you started speaking with employers yet?
Yes, I have. I spoke with Holly, which is like, I think one of them one I'm interested the most. I've been looking at and following the requirements, and it might be, that's what I came for. Like, I was thinking my next employer might be here.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And so, are there other employers there that you're interested in speaking with as well?
Yeah, the medical center is here, and I did spoke with them, and they do have they manage their own website, which is...
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And I'll just say, as far as interview etiquette goes, you are spot on what you need to wear as far as, dark clothing, nothing too flashy. I am known for occasionally wearing some flashy clothes, and that's fine for once you get the job. But when you interview, yes, muted colors are best. So you are just checking all the boxes. Now, you mentioned working with Matt. So is Matt there? Matt
is here. Let me rope him in. Yeah.
All right, Matt. Good to see you again. It's been a long time. It's been about an hour since I've seen you.
Yeah.
What all is going on there today?
So today we have DG Fresh, Scotty's, Holly, and the Med Center. And the students we are targeting are, like Brian's mentioned, computer information technology, business administration systems, and medical information technology. Now the employers are here today looking for students who are near graduation and students who are still going to be enrolled next year to try to get their foot in the door on those positions, but then to fill some of those mid-level positions from results today.
And I'll just tell you, I think having targeted events like this is so important, because if you have a targeted event, just like Dulce said, this is her right up her alley. So the more targeted the event is, the more clear-cut it is for job seekers. Is this something I need to attend? We've all seen events in the past where it's just like, hey, everybody come, everybody's welcome, and you don't really know what you're going to walk into as a job seeker.
Yes, a lot from what I hear from the employer side is they've not got a connection to the students or the schools, and then what I hear from the school side is they've not got a good connection to the employers. So what we're trying to do is just build a direct path between the two, drop the employers right on top of the students where they're at.
Not literally. That might be painful, but yes, figuratively, yes.
Yes, but close.
So this is what other things do you do with post-secondary students, Matt? Because I think the work you're doing is incredible, and you're really starting to build momentum. What other things do you do with post-secondary students? Because I'm sure we have SCWDB students, WKU students who could benefit from working with you.
Yeah, so what we do, and especially now that it's crunch time right before the end of the semester, we go in, we help students build up their resume, we help them with cover letters, we help them with job searching. If we've got a connection to the company, we try to make a warm handoff to that company saying, here's this student, we've worked with them on these items and they've been responsive, they've been professional. Try to get that student just a little leg up, getting in on that interview.
Very good. Brian, you have any thoughts or questions for either of our special guests?
No, I'll just add that in talking to Dulce before we hit the record button, that she said that Miss Shannon Gotke, who is often known as our career coach on call, if you follow our social media, who goes and travels to the other various counties that we have, has become an active presenter at this Commonwealth Coders program. And so she's already talked to you about resume and all that. Did you feel prepped coming into here today?
Well, I've been working with the Career Edge website to build my resume. And, I mean, all the tips she's giving us, they're being gold.
Oh, great. So they're gold. Did you hear that? So
that's
yeah,
awesome.
So that's Career Edge for anybody watching and viewing. This is something that we definitely promote often, and we may not have talked about it on one of these water coolers, but it's a great way to access a fantastic tool, which is usually the first step that's needed to happen for a job search process.
All right.
We also had like a web development that they added it. They didn't have it, so thank you.
Oh, nice. Fantastic.
Well, Dulce, we wish you the absolute best luck today. It sounds like you've gotten some very good prep work in from our staff members. They've helped you in multiple ways, and that's what we're wanting to do. You know, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We're just trying to offer another resource for students, because it can be overwhelming when you're about to graduate and you don't know where you're going to wind up. So having multiple people helping you, that to me is very encouraging, and it you know, the support is huge.
Yep. Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Yes, thank you. That was a surprise special guest. We knew Matt was coming, but we had a surprise special guest, and you did beautifully. I just have to say.
Yes.
Hope I didn't look too stiff.
No. Don't worry, she'll add, like, you know, thumping music in the background. It'll
Yeah, we'll add disco lights. We'll add all kinds of special effects. All right, Matt. Let's imagine we've got some SCWDB, some WKU students watching this. What would you say to them? What do they need to be doing right now, especially if they're looking at, you know, graduate? Thank you again very much. If they're looking at graduating this spring, what should they be doing? What can you offer them?
So students are graduating this spring. If they've not already started, they really need to be into those job search platforms such as LinkedIn, Indeed, searching by not only their major, searching by skill, searching by location. What I would suggest when they see these positions out there, don't pass up a company just because you don't think that sector fits your major. Really, all of the sectors represent occupations across the spectrum. So just because it's construction doesn't mean they don't have business or computer positions. Just because it's healthcare doesn't mean that they don't have industrial maintenance, culinary positions. So don't skip something over just because you don't think it fits. I would say reach out to those companies. If those platforms advertise or show who posted those positions, now you've got a contact. Reach out and introduce yourself. Make them aware that you are available. Make them aware of what positions you may be looking for. They may not have something posted, and they may have you in mind for something else later on down the road. So don't be afraid to look outside of your comfort zone, your major, and reach out and make contact. Don't be afraid to reach out.
And I would recommend that all, post-secondary students, they need to be following you on LinkedIn, because you frequently share job opportunities when they pop up.
Yes, so I do share job postings frequently. With the board, we try to stick to those high demand, higher wage occupations with good employers that we trust. So we're not just farming students out to entry-level positions. We're trying to do the best for you or for them as well. What I would say about resume is don't send out 20 of the same copy to 20 different companies. You really have to look at each position and tailor your summary or your objective to that position, tailor your skills to that position, tailor your past work experience to that position. The more that the resume has in common with their position description or position advertisement, the better chances of getting an interview.
Absolutely. And it shows, and the process that you just talked about, that is not a lengthy process. You can, go in and modify the resume that's more geared toward a certain position, save that one. You've still got the original resume, but as for employers, they look at that as, wow, this student is really taking initiative and trying to show how they connect individually to our company. And in addition to seeing, oh, these skills transfer, to me, it just screams this person is taking initiative and really going above and beyond in getting that resume tailored for a specific position or company.
Yes, and some companies are really good about it. They are telling you what to put on your resume. The resume has become more of a technical document where they're going to be checking it against a list of skills or a list of responsibilities, and they're going to be making check marks. Yes, this person has this. Yes, this person has this. Where they can show a bit more of their personality is through their cover letter. Now, with the cover letter, you're going to want to use a lot of the same adjectives that they are using to describe the ideal employee in that. And I would just say to try to stick to examples of your past work experience to use in that cover letter that they have in the responsibilities of their current position description.
Very good. And Matt, would you be okay with us sharing your contact information, just so students can reach out to you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Since I threw it out there, it would have been bad if you said no. So I'm glad you said yes. That's good. Well, Brian, are you still there?
I am. Yeah, I was going to say, you're asking him a question while the record button is on. So, of course, he's going to have to say yes.
Well, yeah, I should do that at home with my husband. Can I buy this? You're on record.
Right.
That will be my new strategy. Well, Matt, thank you for joining us. I know it was sort of last minute, but when we found out that you were on site, it was a good opportunity just for people to see, you know, what you're doing and what this looks like. And Brian mentioned we started recording, you know, maybe 5 or 10 minutes late, and that's because you were having a discussion with an employer. And I think that, you know, that kind of stuff needs to be known. Brian is working, or Matt is working with employers and serving as sort of a matchmaker with these students that are coming in. So he's an incredible resource for both employers and for students. And we appreciate all you're doing, Matt. Keep up the good work. And thank you again for joining us.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
All right. So we're winding up another water cooler. We've got so many things coming up. I would hate to start even trying to mention them because we're going to leave something out. But we have a whole lot of stuff coming up, and future episodes will be touching on some of those projects, some of those things that we're rolling into that are pretty exciting stuff.
That's right. Catch us on the water cooler. Leave us a comment. Tell us what you want to see next.
That's right. That's right. All right. Thank you so much, Brian. I appreciate you heading out to the event to get the man on the scene reporting. If you see any opportunities for, you know, for $1 question, I would say 100% go for it. You know, that could be, if you have $1, maybe if you have a quarter, it could be for a quarter.
Yes. I might even have a slick $5 bill.
Well, I don't know.
So far, I only see $1.
Throw that out. I don't know if you want to set that precedent, but
right. But
anyway, all right. Thanks so much for joining us, and viewers, we will see you again soon. Thank you.
Bye-bye.